Good evening, everybody. I'm just getting a few things set up. Hi. It's been a long day. I might do some streaming on Friday afternoon or morning. I don't know which, just as a bonus. And I got it. I actually got 007. And that's fun. Because I really wanted that. And I don't know why Logitech is. Oh, that's why. And it's upside down. Let's do the clothes. I'm gonna have to check on Arlene in a sec. Oh, that's even better, apparently. Alright, guys, I think I might have to check on Arlene in a second. I think I may have accidentally left her outside. So I'll check on her in a minute. Working on Doctor Strange. I thought I might work on some comic stuff, but I think I've changed my mind because I'm not nearly ready enough and I don't want to fumble on stream. Not that I have some sort of inflated ego about myself. It's more like I don't want to waste your time while I figure out like a fawn stumbling. Also, I've been making the mistake of researching the wrong type of paneling, like how to panel out for a comic versus paneling out for webtoon. And honestly, if this takes off, I might still redo everything once it takes off. Like how do I put this? I don't like webtoon's format up and down. I like a printed format, and converting from a webtoon to a printed book might be a pain in the butt. So I'm thinking about hardcore making two versions, one for webtoon and then eventually making a fully padded one for publication, because one just doesn't hold up to the other one. It does not. It doesn't. If you have webtoon, doesn't print very well, and I have not seen Lore Olympus's print version, but I just don't think it's going to work great. Let me go check out Arlene real quick, guys. I will be right back, and I will leave everything going, and I'll be right back. And I'm back and everything's fine. I just had to carry a mess of books up the stairs. Let me put one thing on. Hold on, I gotta change that real quick. Let me do one thing real quick. I just forgot. It's hard work, yo. I put it on Instagram. Instagram. I hate to say it. I really hate Instagram. It's just, it wants more from you than you can actually give. It wants you to give your soul for 3 seconds of engagement, and it's just an annoying piece of garbage for that. It's like, oh hey, you really should work your butt off for engagement, and then maybe you'll get it. 3 times. And make the font larger. Or not, that's fine. I love fixing stuff and it not working. It's just frustrating. me Doctor Strange. It's an older post I'm editing and adapting. That's just butt. Is what it is. It's butt. How do I have 11? Oh, I know why. Oh, of course. What's this about? Yes, Super Smash Brothers tournament. Go where to lose friends. That's interesting. All right, so that's that. Oh, did I post on Facebook? I don't even know if I posted on Facebook. I went to Facebook, and who knows? Facebook like slamming all these notifications in front of you, and does it actually help you at all? No, it just distracts you from all the crap you're supposed to be doing. Nope, I did post. So, without further ado, let's get to Doctor Strange, I think, huh? And I think without further ado, my cords are all tangled up, as they always are every time this week. At this time every week, I should say. 30 different cords all going different ways. Fantastic. I mean, what is stream unless I'm actually, like, confused about what's going on as far as... Oh, that's not even right. You know what I mean? What is even stream if I'm not, like, convoluting everything wrong? Let's see. That's going to go like that. Okay. So, let's move this over here. Do I want to set it up so I can actually see? Do we? Of course we do. I meant to set all this up before stream, and then I realized I was out of time. So I ran upstairs to get the stream plugged up, the cords plugged up, and I was like, oh, I haven't posted on social media today, so I had to post everything on social media. And that was another fun endeavor, guys. I'll tell you. Let's just not do that today. It's too much of a nuisance. And honestly, the only reason I do it is so we can speed read chat, but I've not exactly been slammed in the chat categories lately, so I think I'm okay. I don't think I'm going to be swamped with chat tonight. One day I'll get this right. I keep moving my mouse and it keeps going the wrong way. Oh my gosh, today. Oh boy. I need to move this. Okay, so, I see a few things I need to tweak. But I wasn't doing this for tweaking. Alright, so... let's get started with some of these lines. Kind of hoping it'd be a little bit of a display. Yeah, I know. I'm going to lock that into place real quick, just so we can actually do some things. All right. Back to the grind, as it is. Which is not really a grind. I'm only jokingly calling it a grind. Believe me, this is the most ungrindy thing I've ever had this week. My little dog boy's crying like a little baby. Like a little baby, like a little baby, like a little baby. So that's my bad paraphrase of what's the name of that movie? Oh, come on, Jay. Zoe Saldana said it. You're crying like a little baby. What movie was that, guys? Dancing with Wolves in Space. What's it called? Avatar. Jeez Louise, Jay. Chucka, quit sobbing! Man, the other day he would not make a noise, and today he won't shut up. The other day he was so quiet. I'm like, what's wrong with him? Today he's like, row, 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 woof, 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 row, 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 woof, woof. I'm like, well, so much for being quiet. It's really kind of getting annoying today with his vocalizations, crying about every little thing, barking at every little thing. It's like, oh boy. Can we have yesterday's boy back? He's being annoyingly loud. Ah. Here we go. We have yesterday's quiet, not talkative boy back. That would be fantastic. Okay, I'm just going to block in some of the darker flesh tones just to be kind of, just to get some starts on it. And then I'll come back with some darker tones. I'm just trying to map them out so I don't lose track of what goes where. I wish sometimes it would just let you zoom out with a scroll wheel. You have to go to here for zoom and then scroll it out. Which is pretty dumb. I wish there was a scroll wheel that's permanently built. It's probably in the Photoshop version I don't have. Of course it is. I'm being a cynic now. I need C. Start with C2, I think. Okay. There's orange in his reflected eyes. So we're just gonna bulk in some of the C's. Heck, some of you just wanted to just game tonight, but I'm like, no, I really need to draw or make a comic or one of the two, either or. I don't need to be sitting on stream gaming, especially when I'm trying to go for a team. I would like to be part of a, what do you call it, a team that does team things. Stream team. And a lot of stream teams look down on folks, when it comes to art stream teams, look down on folks that do gaming streams. And I'm understand the logic there, and my game, like I said, my channel's never been meant to be a streaming channel for gaming, so not that I'm against it, I'm not. I'm totally supportive of folks that want to game, and totally supportive of artists that want to game on their streams, because it's their thing to do whatever they want to do. But at the same time, if I'm trying to build an art stream, the last thing I want to do is say, I'm trying to build an art stream and actually come in with gaming, because that would look really kind of hypocritical, like, oh, you want to build an art stream and yet you're gaming all the time. What's with that, Jason? I wouldn't have a good answer for that, now would I? Again, my whole goal with this channel has been to build it as an art stream to support other artists and, be a place to hang out and chill, hopefully. Well, lately I've had no chill. Lately I've had zero chill. Absolutely no chill, and that's kind of a bad thing. I'm trying to get back to that chill mode again. It's just been one of those times where it's been just very frustrating trying to build something, and I don't expect anybody to build what I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the one to build what I want, but at the same time, it's kind of disappointing to find that like no one wants to support me being me, even while I'm supporting what they want to be, who they want to be. It's like a little bit of support would be nice, you know. Just a little bit of help would be nice. You know? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see where we go from here. Like I said, it's just been one of those weeks already. It's already kind of, I'm feeling the winds blow of, you know, why haven't you got more work done at work? And it's like, it's just been one of those weeks. I think Pluto heard that Netflix boot sound. Can I get this C2 back in the holder? That'd be fantastic. One day I will. The day apparently it's not today. There we go. Go up to C4. And I'm going to kind of start blocking in where the pupil and stuff is. It's interesting, I was talking to another streamer today about the Copic blenders, and she was saying, you know, the Copic blender is not quite what I thought it would be. It blends. She's like, it doesn't really blend, and I'm like, it kind of blends. It kind of blends by melting the Copic around it. She's like, yeah, that's not what it's advertising. I'm like, I guess not, but it's a water-based medium, so it's a different kind of blending. I don't know. I thought it was an interesting point. I understood what she was saying, but I also didn't. I was like, how is that not blending? You know, I think it's because it does feather and bleed it more. And I was like, yeah, that it does, but that's because it's a water medium, you know. Having a racing thing in a water medium is almost impossible. Let me scroll up some so I can see what is going on with this hair up here. This darn tape's getting caught on my arm. Back. Okay, welcome back. Sorry, I didn't read your messages out loud because I didn't know what stage you were doing that in, and I didn't want to be that person. I would be like, oh, hey, and then while you're talking, I'm talking while you're away. That'd be very rude. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. All right, so I need an eyedropper tool. It's amazing how dark that actually looks, and it's amazing. Like, I would never have called it that's that dark. Yeah, I would never have predicted it's that dark. Yeah, see? And it goes to that dark. Wow. Again, never would have predicted that's the color in there. Oh, I mean, that to me looks... How dark is that? Thank you. Yeah, no worries. 26% brightness. Yeah, it's way down there, guys. It's amazing. Grab this E71 and kind of paint in through there. Oh, let's see what this is. Five-year celebration of the Minecraft Marketplace. I guess it's something nice to celebrate. Being bitter, I'm not a big fan of the marketplace in Minecraft. I mean, I'm sure it might have good stuff for somebody. It's never really held my interest, honestly. God, it looks so pale. It looks so dark compared to everything else. Like, I never would have thought that is that dark. In a million years, I never would have thought it was that dark. Like, it's literally this dark. And it's actually darker than this. Like, when I put this in there, it's going to look so unnaturally dark. And yet, it's darker than that still. Like, that's the crazy part. It's still darker than that. As dark as that is, that's still too dark. Not light enough. I mean, sorry, it's still too light. It's still not dark enough. That's the crazy part. Like, that's not even... That's barely still too light. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much. We were going to go out to eat, but we were like, we're tired. We're old people. We're tired. We're not old, but, you know, we're old enough to be tired. Let's put it that way. We're old enough to be tired. But we almost went out. Instead, we're like, you know what? Italian delivers. Arlene got this big Caesar salad, and I got this big plate of lasagna. And honestly, the big plate of lasagna is going to last me for lunch tomorrow. And the Caesar salad's going to do the same for Arlene. They said it is a ton of food. I mean, a ton. A metric ton of food. It was incredibly a lot of food. And that is just way too much food. Where's the colorless blender now? Here we go. Start. It's amazing how it looks like it's too dark and it's not even dark enough. Like, like I'm still shocked at like how dark that looks, and it's still not nearly dark enough. I need something in between. I think I've got E13 still too warm. I think E23 is gonna be the ticket. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit too brown, but we'll give it a shot here. Yeah, that's gonna be good. And then we're just gonna fill this in. What's in here? Oh, it's really taupey. E71 is right here, so we're gonna use this to kind of fill in that taupey color. There we go. It's coming along nicely. Okay. Let's turn this on. There we go. Oh, lightheaded all of a sudden. Sometimes I like making sure it's the right, it's set to the right layer. I'm like, oh, is it to the right layer? Are we good here? There we go. It looks really dark, but I don't know. It looks kind of dramatic and cool. Kind of cool. Kind of got a cool vibe. But I want to switch to the E00 and kind of blend that out just a bit more. It's a good starting point. It's a very good starting point. This comes all the way over to here like that. It's almost, I need a little bit more. I need a little bit of this something I don't know for you. It's too dark. E71 is too dark. I need E70, I think. Yeah, I'll try that. E70 is about right. I won't be on long tonight. Got nasty headache from coughing. Why are you coughing? But wanted to support you for a little bit. Thank you so much. Yeah, what's got you coughing so bad? And I won't make the bad joke. Okay, I'll make the bad joke. What did the one vampire say to the other vampire? Sick vampire. Was that you I heard coughing? Appreciate the support even though you're not feeling well. Very much. I had to say it when I woke up this morning. I was so sleepy. I was like, oh my gosh, it's our anniversary. Because we celebrated so much on our trip. You know, we always go to our bed and breakfast every year. So we celebrated then. So I forgot, like, today was the actual date. Because we did all of our celebrating during our trip, pretty much. So it's kind of weird to actually be like, oh yeah, today's the actual anniversary date. Whoopsie. You know? It's like, oh yeah, today's the actual anniversary. Mine too, I was so exhausted. Not had a touch of the cold last week, now it's lingering trickle with post-nasal drip. Oof. There was a streamer I'd seen that had COVID, and they're just getting over it. They're pretty isolated though, I think they're in the middle of nowhere. So I was like, that's good. Paper's a little wrinkly today for my taste. E00, is that the one I want? Yeah, E00 is the one I want. There we go, yeah. Looking pretty good, looking pretty good. Good starting point. It's a good starting point. I was thinking about blocking out my comic tonight, but I'm like, no, too much. Much too much. I didn't have the patience to do that tonight. Plus, I realized midway through I was doing the wrong planning, and I was like, let me stop this right now in the middle of mission. I was planning for something that's not even the right thing. I was basically planning for something to be a print comic, and it's not a print comic medium. And that's the problem, you know? Me too, I was so exhausted, yeah. I know that feeling. But I'm basically planning for a webcomic to be I'm planning it the wrong way around. I'm basically worrying about a print version before it's even made into a webcomic, and that's a big mistake. Be focusing on the first step. First things first. Get it made digitally first, and then worry about if it's going to be in print. It's a lot cleaner now. I like being able to see what's going on a lot better. I know it doesn't look like I'm doing much. I'm just cleaning up my photo reference so I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Yeah, a little bit better so I can see what's going on. I kind of missed that we're not going to be able to go out somewhere, but it's like, yeah, honestly, at the end of the day, it's just, it's tiring, you know? It's tiring to go out and do things. Especially when they can bring the taste of Italia right to our home. It was Arlene's idea, and she was like, let's get Italian, I'll get a salad. And I was like, okay. Let's take a look at it upside. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I only feel like the hair needs to be darker in places more than anything else. Switch to the eyedropper tool. That is really a dark lavender. Let's switch to a C9, see if that actually gets me some colors I need. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good right there. It's not quite the violet I need, but you know. Trying to concentrate on my... Got it. I don't know why that song's so stuck in my head. Like why I have to sing along to it. I don't know why. How dark is that? It's amazing how violet that is there. 25%. Yeah, it's pretty dark in that stretch. Pretty crazy stuff. 31, 23 is probably, 31 is probably the next darkest color, isn't it? There we go, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then bring this with this. There we go. I don't care. There we go. I feel like this needs to be darker again. Switch to 9. Go all the way up to the darkest parts. More kind of lines and stuff, just trying to focus on getting all the lines done. Hello, Small Blueberry, hi! How are you? Oh, the music is making the headache worse. I'm going to bed. Oh, by the way, is it too loud or is it just... Tell me, is it loud? I might need to adjust the volume. I'll just test it on my own, hold on. Yes, loud. Well, why don't you say something about that? I've had people tell me it's too quiet, so... That should help some. Sometimes it's hard to hear you. Then why don't you tell me this stuff? Why am I learning about this now? That should help. Wait. Oh, I almost had a heart attack. Just give me an echo, sorry. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot, Meredith. Hi. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I completely missed you on today. I am so sorry. How are you? I feel awful now. I completely forgot. I can't believe I forgot. Oh my gosh. How did it go? I know my support was crucial, but how did it go otherwise? I know your stream was probably tanked without me. I understand that. I know you're totally destroyed that I wasn't there, but how are you today? I guess you need to get that follow button. I did hit the follow button. Or maybe I didn't. No, I think I did. You know what? I can test it. I'm great. It went great. How many viewers did you have, if you don't mind me asking? I want to make sure, see if my thing would have made the difference. Oh, I didn't even... No wonder I didn't even get a notification. I don't know why I wasn't following you yet. Well, now you're followed. I gotta check. That's okay. I'll watch your VOD now. Ha! What'd you play? Oh, you told me what you're gonna play. Please tell me again. Or Creeper. No... This person is my work sister, so it's all right. Super Animal Royale. You did tell me that, and I forgot. All right, work sister. Who's not my actual sister, but I'm just calling sister. You're about to describe to me your stream. I got work brothers. Okay, so for context. Sweet Vi, Pirate Mama is my actual sister. So, yeah. I know I'm following people, exactly. What was that? Blightfall? Blightfall, thanks for the follow. Sorry. His wife is also my wife. Yeah, I know, you steal my wife. How are you, Blightfall? Y'all share it, y'all steal from me. And hi. And hello, Small Blueberry. How have you been? It's been a long time. Well, not a long time. It's been since, what, the Overwatch stream a couple days ago that I didn't mean to have, but I just suddenly jumped online because I was like, you know, if I'm playing Overwatch, I might as well stream. And it wanted to be one of my best streams I've done. I didn't even plan for it. They always tell you, oh, the best way to stream is to plan. Have a schedule. Stick to your schedule. What in the world? Hi. That was a raid. Hi. That will really make sure that you go out. I'm sorry, sis. You have a good night. What the heck? Hi. Wait. Okay, Blightfall, hello? Joint raid. What the heck? No. What is going on? First of all, I gotta put this to a side. No, I can't put it to the side. But I'll try. J.A. Jacqueline, how are you? What? Were you streaming? And I'll get back to you. I promise, Blightfall. Since you're doing a joint raid, I don't understand how that works. I know. I've never had a double raid ever in life. I've had two in the same night, but not one back to back like that. How is everybody? Let me start with, like I said, well, actually, tell me how you were streaming. We were streaming good with Art. Oh, nice. See, I meant Raiders. No, they're both streamers. It's fine. Wait, is that Mew as well? That is Mew as well. Hello, Mew as well. No, I mean, hello, Mew. How are you? And what were you streaming? Please, please, please tell me what you were working on your art. As you can see, we're kind of friendly to art in this channel. And as long as you're not spamming our channel with links, you have to pay the art tax, which means that you have to actually show me what you were working on, provided it's not safe for work. Provided it is safe for work and not safe for work. Double negatives, man. They'll get you every time. My name is Jason. Hi, I'm an art streamer. I primarily focus on, as you can see, traditional art techniques. Not always. I do digital as well. So I'm friendly to both. It's not like I'm like, oh, art snob, pinky up, that I don't like digital. Oh no, quite contraire. I just focus on primarily traditional art here, but I also do fine art, digital art as well. Well, we are brother and sister. Oh, that is so wonderful. We were both drawing Rapunzel, digital art stuff. Awesome. Again, I am very friendly to the digital art. So even though I'm working traditionally tonight, I have done many times, and many of my stream friends are in fact digital streamers. So you found a channel that's friendly to both. And actually, I think I marked digital in my channel description tonight. I'm sorry. I meant to do a comic. I'm going to work on some webcomic tonight. But I realized I was paneling out for a print version and not a webcomic, so I have to reconstruct before I do anything. I came in right as the same time as the double raid, right? I know. Do you have a link of your of the Rapunzel you were working on? If so, could you show it? And I'm gonna do a dual shout out. I can't do them both at the same time for obvious reasons. Why is it not letting me shout you out? Oh, it helps if you actually put SA, like the actual screen name. There's that. And also, shout out to, what was it at? Starts with a B? Lightfall. There we go. I'll give you both a follow. I should update that so it shows what you were working on. Mine was Disney. And I gotta read that again. And Mew, by the way, how are you today? Yeah, a lot happened at once. I'm not used to this much happening at once. You both got Locke from Lost, experiencing the lockdown. We are brother and sister in real life. They stream together, Jersey cartoon style. My brother has actual talent. Oh my gosh, no, don't even say that. No self-deprecation allowed. And then, of course, my bot spams you all my links, which was not intentional. But yeah, if you've got a digital link, of course, all links are digital, unless you're talking a sausage link. But if you've got a link of what you're working on, any link is fine. That would be, I would love to share it. And since you've already told me it's Disney Rapunzel, I really very much doubt it's not safe for work. Let's see. You dare, sister? No, she's wonderful. Here's the link too. Thank you so much. Doing good. I just finished practicing my sax in preparation for my European trip. This Doctor Strange looks incredible. Thank you. It's been a long time I'm working out. Ooh, gosh. What even is this? Sorry. Okay. First of all, first thing we're doing is this. First of all, I hate that it opens up in Edge because then I can't like and follow. Oops, I forgot. I'm doxing myself. Hold on a second, guys. I have to undox myself. Hold on. There we go. Now I can safely browse without doxing myself. And now I can put the link in my other browser. And I can say like and follow. This is cool. This is, I love the color scheme on this. I'm going to pull this up in a moment. And here we go. Close up. Zoink. And switch to that. That was a quick switch, guys. I just switched the camera's angles very, very quickly. That looks awesome. I wish Instagram would let me view page source. I think I can do this. Maybe not. Maybe yes. View page source. JPG. Is it a JPEG? Okay, that might be it. This is it. I think that's the link. Bad URL hash. We'll get better hash next time. Is it that it? Nope, that's not it. Yeah, I'll just have to do it. I'll just have to do it the hard way, guys, which is hacking the code. I don't have a better place to upload. No, you're fine. I just wanted to find a picture I can zoom in onto, but I know how to beat Instagram. Instagram hasn't hidden an image I can't find yet, so don't worry about it. Let's see. No, it doesn't let me do that. Okay, 2 and 7. Nope, other direction. Open image, new. Open link, new. See, I'm telling you, I can get it to it. Cracked it. Swordfish. Exactly. I'll find a way in. I will. You cannot hide from me, Instagram. I'm an old hand at finding out how to get to links. Trust me. Why are you playing sax in Europe? I'm curious, Mew. Apologies, I don't know. No, you're fine. I always post on Insta or Twitter. Getting hers uploaded. No rush, no rush. This is beautiful work. It almost is reminiscent, and don't forgive me if this is not intentional. I love the hand here. Oh, it's so the arm and the hand. Oh, nice how the curvature is describes a nice forearm very well. I love the fingers flared out a little bit. It's looking awesome. It has the feeling of a Rucal. I might be spelling it wrong. Is that the right guy? Rual. There we go. Rual. This kind of a feel. Not the rendering. Rualt. Because his look has a very stained glassy look, but in this sense of the bold outlines, but much more jeweled and obviously way different. But that's where I got that feeling from, was that beautiful stained glass feel that some of his paintings give off. Why are you going to Europe? Oh, you're going there. Ooh, hello. See, that's a little bit more friendly link, but that's okay. Discord's a little bit friendlier because it lets me zoom in. But I can, like I said, I can hack around stuff. I am not ignorant to the hacks. Much different styles. I love it. That's not the right link. There it is. Fun fact, guys, if you notice, Instagram's picture links are actually show up with Facebook icons. Boom. I love it. I love it. So you're doing like an art slam where you work together? I was in Tiger Band at Clemson all 4 years. The alumni band was asked to be American ambassadors for the World War II tribute in Normandy. We would play concerts at parades. Oh, nice. How wonderful. What sax? Now I want to know which sax you're playing. Are we talking soprano, alto, tenor, bari, or bass? Yeah, right? Right, Mew? They both look different, but they look beautiful both. It's like they're different ways. I don't mean to keep showing that off. I'm so sorry. Alto, always. Thanks for showing off your pieces. If I already followed Blightfall. If you have one, that's such a cool idea. Jacqueline, or S.A. Jacqueline. If you have an Instagram, I wouldn't mind following it if you have one. If you don't, that's okay. Oh, you know Dorky Dino? I see that Dorky Dino follows you. Sorry, I'm being nosy now. Now I'm being stalkerish. No, I'm just kidding. No, Instagram just tells me these things. That alumni band American Bastards bit sounds incredible, right? I mean, the best thing I've ever done was I sang choir on choir tour, and we sang at the National Cathedral, but that was like a 10-minute bit. And that's not even that impressive, really. A lot of people go through the National Cathedral, actually. But still, it gave me a chance to go inside one of the world's only cathedrals that has a moon rock in its has a moon rock in one of the stained glass windows. They actually put a moon rock into the actual stained glass window, which is pretty cool. Yeah, Dorky's such a wonderful human being. I love Dorky so much. When do you guys normally stream? Is it normally Tuesdays, or do you just pick random days? I was literally just bemoaning how I have a schedule, and I need to be more flexible to be outside the schedule sometimes. Because when I did, I actually had a really nice stream. I'm always like, stick to a schedule, otherwise people won't know you're on. And then I randomly streamed and I had a better time streaming. More successful for numbers, more successful for fun. And I'm like, maybe I should just be more flexible. Don't listen to me, though. Gotta go tend to the kiddos, but I will leave a lurk. Oh, yeah, no worries. I've got to be in here more often. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, go take care of... If you're streaming for a long time, take a break. Hydrate. I have hydration right here. Promise you I do. Hydrate. Rest. There's a lot... I have a lot of families that... Well, not families, but I have a lot of people that have families. Two of my regular community members have... Well, 3, I think, have children. 2 of them haven't been back in a while because they've had family concerns. So yeah, go take care of that. And of course, there's always the drop game. The drop game. I love it. I learned about that from Debbie Cat. Blight Fest. Try to make sure I'm going back and not missing anything in chat. If I miss something in chat, let me know. We often do a double stream together and draw the same character. That's a wonderful idea. Cost of the trip isn't cheap, but I totally jumped at this opportunity. I would too. I would too. I would jump at that. Because, I mean, like I said, I jumped at Choir Tour. Now, granted, I had to do Choir Tour because it was part of my thing, but if they asked me to do it and volunteer to go to DC, I'd be like, yeah, I'd go. Even as a volunteer, I would have gone. But, you know, expenses and everything, yeah, that's another thing. But, you know, sometimes you just can't put a price tag on. That's a life experience you'll never be able, you know, you couldn't put a price tag on, you know? It's a wonderful opportunity. I know I'd jump at it if I had the chance. I didn't catch... Oh, sorry, it was the same thing. I apologize. I watched the clip in Doctor Strange. I want to change this. This is a loud song, and I feel like I'm fighting this song. So I skipped the song real quick. Much better. I watched the clip where in Doctor Strange today, I was on YouTube. It's the clip where he goes, Dormammu, I wish to make a bargain with you. And he keeps looping it till Dormammu finally caves. And I saw a comment and they said, I love that Doctor Strange basically just tired Dormammu to rage quit. It's true. I've always thought that was the best victory I've ever seen ever achieved in a movie. You can't, when Dormammu says you can't win, he basically, Doctor Strange says, well, neither can you, and you'll forever be stuck beating me, so now you're my prisoner, and you'll never leave. Is one of the most bad victories of all time. I'll never win, but you'll never stop beating me. Right, exactly. I think it's cool to have a battle that was won literally by wits. And Dormammu's like, oh, because he thought he won because he's so arrogant to think that winning is just killing your enemy. And there was more to it than that, and Doctor Strange educated him. He gave him an edumacation. By the way, Small Blueberry, Sweet Violet, I hope I didn't lose y'all. Hope you all are still doing okay out there in Lynn. What's been going on with both of you? My friend, Lightfall, my friend literally just started streaming today. And I forgot to tune into her stream. I'm such a lousy friend. And she probably took a break because she'd been probably streaming for about a couple hours herself if she just got done streaming. That's why it's always important that after post-streaming, you have that care afterwards. It hasn't happened yet. I'm misunderstanding everything, but man, that is huge. What hasn't happened yet? Oh, yeah, no. Sweet Violet just started streaming today. It hasn't happened yet. But man, that is huge. I forget what you're talking about. I'm so sorry. Let me find if she's still in chat. She's a gaming streamer. Super awesome person. One of my good friends in real life. Not just a streaming acquaintance. It was definitely she's a gaming streamer. And she just started streaming today. which I'm proud of her. I meant to tune into her first stream, and I completely failed as a friend. I thought I'd followed her, and I think I didn't follow because I didn't know her streamer name, and I was like, oh, I'll get it. I'll browse, and I'll find it, the day of. And then the week being the week that it is, day jobs and everything. How dare my day job take over my life? How dare. Completely flummoxed it. Hasn't happened yet. The band trip. Oh, the band trip. Right. She already has a cool starting page soon page. I love that. I know she's always been a little handy with graphics. So yeah. And also, she planned to start streaming. Like, I didn't plan to start streaming. What happened with I'm sorry to go on a really tangent on my journey, but I started streaming because I have bad anxiety and depression. So I said I need to, on my days off, it used to be Fridays. I'd be home alone because my wife works Monday through Friday and I don't. So I'd be home alone and I would be depressed because I wouldn't want to get out of bed. And then I would be depressed because I hadn't done anything. I hadn't got out of bed. So it was like the depression would feed my inability to start doing anything in the day, which would feed my depression, which would make me even more unable to act and do anything. And it was just an endless cycle. I would be so depressed I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't do anything because I got so depressed. So I just said, look, I'll stream. Then it forces me to get up, do something with my day instead of just sitting around moping that I'm not doing anything. And then maybe I can actually accomplish something. And so that's where it started me streaming. Just forcing myself to get up and do something other than, moping. And I don't feel like we have to be productive, that dirty P word. I don't feel like that's important in life. But the problem was it was driving my anxiety. So I said, I need to stop. This is true. So I went ahead and started streaming for nobody, just to start streaming. And so I had no plan. It just spiraled out of control from there. And then I took a brief break for a while and then came back. And actually I came back because another friend of mine, who no longer streams, sadly, she was like, you need to get back on streaming. I miss you and you should be streaming. She was right. And I got back to it. And now she's like, her life's too busy for her to stream. And I think she's like, well, why? My streaming didn't really accomplish anything. I said, you got me back into streaming. So that was, if nothing else, that. Yeah, I leave on Saturday, though. The first portion, I'm going to London to visit cousins. I'll be away 2 weeks. The thing I hate is having to be away from Scooby for that long. Oh, no. Oh, Scooby is her little puppy dog. I say little, but there's nothing little about Scooby anymore. Do you have a pic of Scooby you feel comfortable sharing? Mew? You know how much I hate links. I said sarcastically ironically because I don't hate links. You all know my rules by now. Don't spam. Make sure it's safe for work. That's it. I said, I don't really care. I was just talking about that with another streamer today, K Nyman Art, and she was saying, hey, as long as people don't misbehave and spam in my chat, I don't care what kind of links they share. I said, exactly. Same here. I don't have a super large community. I'm okay with that. It's not like I have to police, people coming in saying, hey, do you guys want to have thousands of viewers? Join this website now. I get that once in a while, and thankfully Twitch has policed a lot of that, and I self-moderate because I don't have enough. There's not so much of a problem with that kind of spam that I can't self-moderate. I have enough moderators that I can actually. I have a mobile force in action that if I needed to, I could enable them and say, go ban them. What was the question? I went to refill the water glass. Can you share a picture of Scooby? A link of a picture of Scooby? If that's okay? If you have one? If you don't have a link to a picture of your dog, why are you even in my chat? I'm just kidding. But no, seriously though. The question was, what's the Scooby? And I said it was your puppy dog. And I said that Scooby's not quite a puppy anymore. They are quite a large dog. Oh, sure, one tick. When we'll upload to Discord. Sounds good. Wish I could hang more, but I got D&D game to set up. Good luck and keep an eye out for that pic of Scooby. Oh, it's right here. No, it's not. It's a Discord server. Wait, did you summon my Discord? Yeah, that's my Discord server. And I have a section dedicated just to art. I have a self-promo section, so if you're going live and you want to do that, you can. I would have a bot, but gosh, I don't know how to set up bots for that to automatically do that. I wish I could. I would have people assign roles, and then when they go live, it would automatically, ping the server and say, hey guys, here's a friend of the channel, go check them out. I don't have that kind of technological skill. Sorry. If I did, I'd have it set up. There is a person I think that knows how to do that, but I don't want to pester them. They got enough on their plates, and plus they've been helping partners, and I'm not a partner. Anyway, go set up. Ironically, I've never played D&D. As much of a nerd as I am, I've never played D&D. But go set that up. Go be the good dungeon master, if you're the dungeon master. If not, I'm assuming that you're setting up, so that means you are the DM. But go set that up, and if you leave me a lurk, that would be appreciated, not expected, and I think you said you were, and that's very nice of you, very kind. DD's get you gonna lurk. Okay, you did say gonna lurk. I thought I wasn't making that up. So thank you for the lurk. I know me though, I get carried away with stuff. If I stick in a stream for very long, I'll be like talking to them for all night long instead of doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'll be shirking my responsibilities. Such a shirker over here. Sorry, the word shirk makes me think of Ozark. That's one of my favorite scenes is when, I don't know if y'all have seen it, but there's a scene where this guy, his name is Jacob Snell, he's trying to intimidate Jason Bateman's character, Marty Bird. And this isn't a spoiler, but he goes through this whole long story. He's like, Snell's talking to Jason Bateman's character. He's like, it's a funny thing about responsibility. And he goes to this long story about how when the dam first opened up, he's like, I went and shirked my responsibilities, went down to the dam. My dad says if he did it again, he'd break my nose. Next year, they opened up the dam. Again, went down, shirked my responsibilities again. You know what happened? And then Jason Bateman, without blinking an eye, goes, did he break your nose? Like, he's like, I'm so done with you telling me this story. It's not intimidating me, so shut up. Like, it's such a great moment that, the telling of the story mattered nothing. It was the fact that he was trying to intimidate, and he wasn't getting intimidation from him. And I love that. It's like, he's like, I'm done with your stupid intimidation story. It's not intimidating me. Love that show. Let's see what we got here, guys. And also, too, if anybody notices if the music's too loud or if you can't hear me, any technical things, let me know. If the internet's giving you trouble, I'm sorry, I can't fix that. I wish that I could. That's a question for Charter. Last I checked, I'm not a member of Charter. I'm not in Charter's charter. It's a really bad joke, guys. Charter's charter. That nose is coming out okay. I need some pink colors. I feel like we're sneaking up on getting his lips worked on. Also, I feel like I'm losing sight of what's going on here. So let's rotate 180 degrees. And get working on this. I don't know why I whistle along with these songs. I just don't know why. Ah, that's a cute emote. Where'd you get that? Is that a global? Oh my god, it's adorable. How do I check my stream details? Dashboard. Dashboard. If you want to see your average viewership... Oh god, am I going to dox myself? Hold on, I'm looking at some streams. I'm looking on Debbie Cat. Shh, I'm lurking Debbie Cat. And I'm lurking... hers just froze up for me. But I'm lurking Debbie Cat. She's amazing. I'm lurking Oat Tea Party. I'm also looking... I don't know who this is. This is somebody I got rated into. Domo Stanton. I was looking Domo Stanton, apparently. I didn't even remember that. She's still streaming? Oh, no. She's not. I was like, man, that person's going on like the Energizer Bunny. Okay, so this is where you do it, okay? You go here to your side panel, right? It's hopefully tiny enough that you can see it. And then you go to channel, creator dashboard. And then in this screen, you will see insights. I'm doxing myself here. Channel analytics. Here we go. Channel analytics. And this will show you all the nitty gritty. There's nothing personal on this screen. There really isn't. Oh, it's not a global. It's a gift sub from another streamer, and that's a personal emote to their channel, but I love it so. It's so adorable. Like, the best I can give you guys right now, I've added a new, like, a rage emote, or I call it hype, which is kind of really over the all around the place. And I did also add this bad boy. I might reanimate it, but I also added the flames as an anime emote. That's the best you're going to get right now. But yeah, you may not have some of these stats yet because you can't possibly be a affiliate yet because you have to have 7 streams of at least 8 hours and an average of 3 viewers. But your viewership should still be the same. Yeah, I just added the flame, the burning one. It's meant to emulate the very famous Elmo meme because I love that stupid meme. Here we go. This isn't too bad. I'm not doxing myself. There's no personal data on here except, I mean, there's how many follows I got and average viewership. I don't care. But your average viewership shows up here. And it's all here. Average viewers, you have to have 3 to hit affiliate. Once you hit 3, you're fine. Let's get out of OTs before OT party. She's another Copic artist. Is she doing a bunny? Looks like she's doing a bunny girl. Let me lurk on... that's enough lurks for today. I'm going to text you a pic. Yeah, no worries. That's why it's very important in the early stages that you have folks that will help you, because you have to have an average of 3 across 4 streams. So once you hit that number, you can be below it. I mean, I've had streams with 0, and I've had streams with 2, some streams with 6. It doesn't matter once you hit affiliate. And I hope you hit it quickly. Today would be nice. Here we go. Today would be nice. Tomorrow will be too late, as I like to say so often. But yeah, we're getting through. Arlene and I are getting through Ozark, and gosh, that show is so good. Not for the kids. Not for the kids, no. But now we're watching. We just saw recently in our area a food truck got busted as a drug trafficking thing. I'm like, ooh, the cartel's gonna be angry. Were they laundering money on that food truck? And like, we turned into these complete nerds about like all the stuff that goes on. Oh, wow. You did good. 18 unique viewers with 9 max and 4 average. Nice. I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this out loud. I'm sorry. That's really good. That is excellent. Oh, you also need 50 followers. I forgot that. You need 50 followers, 7 hours of streaming, and an average viewership of 3. Which you're good. You just need to have more followers. How many followers you got? Wait, I can see. You created your account all those years ago, and then you followed me. You followed me for 5 years. Bless you so much. I'm going to dox you by accident. 45. 5 more follows. We'll get you there. We'll get you there. All you need is 5 follows and a couple more streams and you're good. 44. There's 45 because I added one. I forgot I wasn't following you, apparently. This is me. Officially slapping my hand on stream. You saw it. You saw it here, folks. I reprimanded myself for not following her. You saw it. You can clip that, guys. /moment. I don't have that command yet, but I've heard folks have that command. If something special happens in your stream, you can go /moment, and people will forever be tagged about, oh, hey, you were there when this big thing happened in the stream. So you're like, you were here the day of the great hand slapping. You know, you could actually have that as your history. The great hand slap of 2022. Chiseling out his face. It's hard to do that and keep it in a pitch. I was trying, though, dang it. I was trying to keep that in pitch. It's not easy when you're just doing mouth pops. It's the COVID song, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, wipe your hands. I swear she says wipe your hands. Wash your hands would make more sense, but wipe your hands? Wipe your hands. That's right. Your hands, go wipe them up. Go wipe them. I don't know. I really don't know about this song. R11. I think we're going to start adding in some of the colors of the lips. I'm all over the place today, guys. I am sorry. My brains are shot. I didn't have a good night's sleep. I got to work early just so I could leave work early so I could spend some earlier hours with my anniversary. Oh, I've got Instagram link to the pic of Scooby. Oh, that's okay. They left, but I'll pull it up and maybe they'll look at the VOD. Thank you. Oh, did you just share this for me? No, 38 weeks. I was like, did you just share this for me? No. How dare you have flattery, Jason? I'm just kidding. It's okay that you didn't. It's okay. I'm kidding again. There's Scoob. Look at those eyes. How can you say no to those eyes? Like, seriously. No. Oh my gosh. You have a great setup. I just saw your setup in your VOD. You have amazing stuff already. Nice stream. Could use a banner. I'm just kidding. Sorry. There's a meme that they have of a creeper from Minecraft. It says, nice house. Could use a door. And I just think about that when I think about random stuff. Nice stream. Could use a banner. Come on down to Jason's using discount banners. I don't know why my salesman guy sounds like Strong Bad. I don't know. But apparently my used banner salesman is Strong Bad from Homestar Runner. I don't know why. $5.99 like sheep. I'm afraid she's going to be excited for a half a second when I get back, and then she's going to give me the cold shoulder. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, my dogs, we just went on a trip. We just came back from our anniversary trip. And for the first day, our dogs were quiet as the grave. Now, granted, Jules is always quiet. Jules is never barky. Tucker is a mouthy boy. He's our rowdy party animal college boy. We brought him back, and he didn't say a word. He just moped. And I'm like, what is this? Did they use some sort of shock therapy on you? What's wrong with you, kid? And he didn't react to anything. And today he started barking again. And I'm like, yep, he's back. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Oh, why does it sound like Strong Bad? Yeah, exactly. Magnolia's your ugly ones use porn. You hurt my daughter. I got you like sheep. There's an what is it called? From what was it? One of my favorite segments from Strong Homestar Runner. What is it, guys? Come on, help me out. Oh, Teen Girl Squad. There's a segment of Teen Girl Squad where you meet the ugly one's dad, and his name is Magnolia's Ugly One. Magnolia's Ugly One. And he's got a used pawn shop, and of course it's just Strong Bad's voice. Thank you for the kind words. It does look good. I'm not lying. I mean, look at what I keep wanting to say Bristle Time. That's another person that follows me. Look at what I gotta remember the names. Blightfall. Look at what Blightfall said. He said we got good graphics going on. I don't say these things lightly. This channel is heavily moderated. You know, I can't just say things lightly without people coming down on me. I say that ironically because I'm like, no, nobody's going to care if I could sit here and say, oh, this is wonderful, and it was garbage. No, I'm saying that. No, I'm undermining your abilities. It looks great. I'm not saying that to say it. I was being self-deprecating, acting like I had no... Like my opinion didn't matter. My opinion does matter. I'm being self-deprecating. Shame on me again. Thanks for the lurks, Strong Blueberry. Thanks for the lurk, Sweet Violet. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Go rest up from your long, and it looks like very successful first time streaming. I mean, you did way better than I did. Like I said, I came into things unprepared and willy-nilly and just fooled around and hoped it all worked out. You did your research and clearly it paid off. Clearly it did. Which I'm not surprised about in the least. That A, you did your research, and that B, it paid off because you're a very smart person, and I'm very excited to see where things go for you. You're a very sweet human being, and I hope to catch you in a stream. I think we're going to have most of the face done tonight, guys. We're almost there, because the problem is I left the lightest bits of the face left. And the only tricky part's going to be blending the warms and the cools. I mean, that's all there is to it, guys. It's just the warms and the cools. In case you were wondering, that's all there is to it. There's nothing else to worry about with faces. Just the warms and the cool values. No, I'm kidding, of course, but we're getting there. We're getting there piece by piece, bit by bit. I think the biggest thing I want to get done is the part of the face down here. We're almost there. I think the thing is I heard that the newest movie was done by Sam Raimi, and it has some Evil Dead overtones. Any accuracy to that? That's a bold presumption, assuming that I've seen the movie. It's a bold presumption that you're absolutely correct on. Would I say it has an Evil Dead overtone? I've not seen the Evil Dead in a very long time to give it an assessment. I will say that, do I feel like it's different in tone to other Marvel movies? Yes. But given the subject matter being way different than other Marvel movies, I would say it does feel a lot like the Spider-Man movies in the sense that the amount of... I feel like the Spider-Man movies succeeded because they didn't just make Spider-Man interesting. They succeeded in making Spider-Man and whatever villain he was fighting interesting. And I feel like he did a great job, Sam Raimi did a great job of juggling the importance of the secondary character, the villain, as much as he emphasized the importance of the main hero, which of course is Wolverine. I'm sorry, Doctor Strange. And I'm kidding, of course. Well, he directed... Okay, so the Spider-Man movies he directed were the Tobey Maguires. He did 1, 2, and 3. I don't know who directed the abominations that were the Andrew Garfield, but the problem with the Andrew Garfield ones is not Andrew Garfield. And the fact that they brought him back for Spider-Verse... I'll just call it Spider-Verse. It's not, though. The fact that he brought him back for that is an atonement for the sin, because honestly, if he'd had a better Spider-Man movie like No Way Home, he would have been proven to be one of the best Peter Parkers we've ever seen, as he proved amply when actually given good material in No Way Home. Yes, yeah, so fun fact, if you notice, Bruce Campbell had a cameo in every single one of the Spider-Man trilogy with Tobey Maguire, because Sam Raimi still likes using Bruce Campbell as much as he can. And Bruce Campbell had a cameo in Doctor Strange. So that's, if you say, did it have a feel of a Sam Raimi movie? Let's see. Humor, balanced with a little bit of horror, dark element. Juggling characters, making the hero and the villain have equally important storylines. And having Bruce Campbell in your movie. Yeah, it's a Sam Raimi movie. There was a couple moments. There was one thing I will say. There was one CGI thing that looked really bad. I'm going to not even exaggerate. I'm sure if you've done any reading online or accidentally stumbled on some stuff, you may have seen what it is. I hope they improve it, because it looked really bad. I am not even playing. It looked really bad. But I hope they change that for like DVD or whatever when they digitally release it, because it was bad. The effect looked terrible. Like, I thought it was me. But I'm also thinking, like, I've read reviews and people are like, yeah, you talking about that bad CGI in this moment? I'm like, yeah, right? That was terrible. Could have been rushed? I don't know. Could it be just that he wanted it to look bad so that it didn't look too realistic? I don't know. Because sometimes in horror, you want it to be less realistic, because if it was 100% realistic, it would freak you out to see it. But yeah, he did the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. And I was okay when they said when they announced him as the director. I wasn't like, oh god, he's going to ruin it. I was like, oh yes, this will be fun. This will be a good addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Something different, a new vision. I think the overhype that it was going to be very horror based. I think that part was overhyped. However, do I think it was a much different direction than normally takes place in the movies? Oh yeah. But I also think it's a welcome change. It had a little bit of a, I don't want to say cheesier atmosphere, but it did. But again, I'm saying that as a compliment, not as an insult, because I think it's something that's desperately needed. I think sometimes they take themselves a little too seriously, and they need somebody like a Sam Raimi to kind of like give us a little bit of a ha-ha moment, which again is sorely needed in these movies. I think it's very much a very important thing that we have those elements. And I think he did a fantastic job of bringing those out. And I look forward to seeing more of what Sam Raimi is going to play with in this universe, if he does more things. Without a doubt, like I know I will enjoy seeing more from him. I hope they give him more movies and they'll just go, oh, well, you know, that quite wasn't what we expected. It was... My only gripe was, and I'm sure this wasn't his doing, the handling of some minor characters. I'm like, really? Come on. This just happened. But at the end of the day, I'm like, yeah, they probably Marvel pressured him into that. Actually, Evil Dead reboot from 2013 is my favorite Evil Dead. The new director was from the original 3, but it was produced by Raimi and Bruce Campbell. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I read into this, didn't I? Who directed the new Evil Dead? No, was it? Who directed the new Evil Dead movie? Uh-oh. That wasn't good. That's thunder. I thought that was a gunshot or fireworks. Fede Alvarez. I was say, what other movies has he directed? Nothing since Evil Dead. Yeah, Fede Alvarez. I just found it. My bad. And I'm like, what other movies has he directed that I've seen? Well, he didn't direct anything until Evil Dead, so that was his first movie. And you might say, how was he able to direct something so big out of the gate? But then, let's look at if we will, the meteoric rise of one Tim Burton, who started his career by giving Pee Wee Herman a voice, and then within like 4 movies was given trust to Batman. How bonkers is that? Well, let's look at the other side of it, guys. Guess what other director directed Batman within four moves? Christopher Nolan. Run that by again. I don't think a lot of people understand this. Christopher Nolan directed a Batman movie within 4 movies. He had directed Following, a 90-minute British black and white experimental film, which got him Memento, and then Insomnia. And then his next film after Insomnia was Batman Begins. Like, a 90-minute British film, Memento, a really arty noir, Insomnia, which is a remake, and then he directs Batman Begins. Like, how did he even land that gig? How? I mean, granted, if you've seen Following, Memento, and Insomnia is weak, but it's a remake. It's a fun film. Not fun, but it's an interesting film. It's not fun. Deals with Al Pacino. Al Pacino, and of course, one of Robin Williams' few bad guy roles besides 1 Hour Photo. It's Al Pacino, Hilary Swank, and Robin Williams. And I was shocked to find out that this movie even existed. I was like, what is this movie where Robin Williams is playing a bad guy yet again? And he directed it, Batman Begins, 1 movie after directing that one, Insomnia. And honestly, how he got Batman Begins, I'll never figure out, because Insomnia is not that great of a movie. It's interesting, but it's not that great of a movie. As a lot of people said, it's not Nolan's fault, it's a remake. But why remake that movie? Like, it's interesting, it was well done, he did a great job with it, but why that movie? I don't know. Memento is an incredible movie, if you've never seen it. Batman Begins bored me. Ouch. The thing is, I will be honest, it did too, until I watched a writing blog talking about how he develops characters, and I went from being like boring to watching it more intently. There's a segment. Let me see if I can find it without doxing myself again. You need watch this clip. This short, and it will change your opinion. Trust me. I thought it was a boring movie too until I watched What Writers Should Learn from Batman Begins. This blog is incredible. It's one of my favorite blogs. But watch that. It's really informative.
Grammarly?
That was a Grammarly ad, by the way. But yeah, if you haven't checked it out yet, check that out. It's incredible. He's an excellent writer and thinker, and he goes over why Batman Begins is a much better film than it lets up. And I was like, meh. And I watched it. I was like, I gotta rewatch Batman Begins. This is incredible. It really is. It really is a great film. And its simplicity is kind of easy to miss because it's not a very, like you said, it's a very boring film. But if you watch it a second time with new eyes, which I did, and I was blown away. Like, I used to be, okay, I don't hate Captain Marvel. I rather enjoyed it. But I watched this blog from Amy Emmon, and she was like, Captain Marvel is not a great hero. And I'm like, wait, what? And I watched her full video, and she goes over why Captain Marvel pales by comparison to Black Widow. I'm like, well, Black Widow's Black Widow. But she goes blow for blow why Black Widow is so much better written as a character in Avengers than she is even in her, like, she's like, think about it this way. Black Widow didn't have a solo movie when her bits in Avengers came out. The movie Avengers wasn't even about her. She was just a subplot in it. And it's like, her subplot is a far more interesting movie than is Captain Marvel. And I was like, wait, what? Slander. And then I watched her video. I'm like, she right though. Like, because her whole argument is, what is Captain Marvel's struggle? And she boils down Captain Marvel's struggle is, Jude Law's character puts it well. He says, your emotions will get the better of you, Veers, and take over, and you have to learn to harness them. She's like, it's ironic that she's warned about her emotional outbursts, but at no point in the movie does she ever have an emotional outburst worthy of any kind of harnessing. She's like, it's ironic that the superhero that has the most flat delivery is the one that's warned that her emotional outbursts will get her into trouble. Show her have some emotion and make that credible. Paul W.S. Anderson did an Event Horizon. It was his third movie he ever did, and let the studios bully him into making decisions that shouldn't have been made. As such, he lost that when would have done well in a director's cut. Yeah, that is a problem with Hollywood, not trusting the people that they entrust with the movies. Some of my favorites had those problems with studio meddling. Who would they be? Well, one of them is Orson Welles. Hello, everyone. I'm Orson Welles. I'm doing a horrible Orson Welles impression, by the way. Orson Welles is one of my favorite directors of all time, and he never got a movie he got final cut on except for Citizen Kane. And Citizen Kane's often considered to be one of the greatest movies of all time. And then he can't get a final director's approval cut on anything else since then. You know what I mean? Like, he never once got, again, the final cut approval of anything. He tried with Magnificent Ambersons, and it didn't work. And he tried with so many other movies, and they wouldn't let him have final approval, final say. Probably the closest he ever got to getting the movie he wanted was probably either F for Fake or The Lady from Shanghai. Magnificent Ambersons was butchered. I mean, absolutely butchered. He wanted so bad for it to have the movie that, who was it that wrote Magnificent Ambersons? Oh, come on, Jay. I can't remember. But the original novel, the bratty character gets his comeuppance, and he is destroyed. And in the movie version, they insisted that he get a redemption arc, and he's like, and Orson Welles is like, but that's the point. The point is he's a brat, and he's a spoiled rotten brat, and he gets what he deserves. That's the point of the story, and they wouldn't have it. You can't let the rich boy not find his way to redemption. And Orson Welles is like, you gotta be kidding me. So he didn't get his final cut approval at all on Ambersons. Can't let the rich boy fail. Then he'll teach Americans that being rich is bad. Can't do that. I can't remember who wrote the Magnificent Ambersons novel. I can't remember. Booth Tarkington. That's who wrote it. God, that was a hard pull from my memory. Booth Tarkington, I think, wrote the original. I love the Exploring series by Good Bad Flicks on YouTube. There's so many movies that I didn't like studio meddling with, just need to back the F off. It's true, though. Like, how many wonderful movies have been ruined by studio meddling thinking they've got what they need? I'll give you a good example of studio meddling that I think is going to hurt us. She-Hulk. It's going to be ruined, guys. She's a Hulk. And they're making her look like not a Hulk. And one of my friends on Facebook posted, she's like, didn't the studio, she said, now I know Marvel's different than Disney, but she said, didn't they learn their lesson with Encanto of how big of a smash Luisa made when they actually made a girl that was beefier and more fit, didn't they learn how successful that was going to be? And then they actually have a character that's more fit and beefy and muscular, like She-Hulk, and they make her look like she's basically just the green version of her human actress. They basically chickened out of any attempt to make her look bulky. And she's a Hulk, for goodness sake. She's supposed to be bulky, and they completely backed off. I'm like, yeah, no, well, people won't accept a beefy-looking woman. Yeah, because we had such a difficult time with Encanto, right? Thanks for the warning. Egads, a bulky woman, egads. And the fan base is hoping this is probably just first run CGI, right? Right, guys? This is like when you released bad Sonic, right? When you released ugly Sonic, that's this, right? You haven't made up your mind about what the CGI is going to look like yet, so you release the early version, right? That's what this is. And the fan base is like, yeah, that better be what this is. And I don't blame him, because that's the reason I haven't drawn She-Hulk yet, because I want to. I love her character. Jessica... Oh, I can't remember her human name. Jennifer Walters. Jennifer Walters. That's her human name. And she literally is Bruce Banner's cousin. And she's a lawyer. So she's smart. She's no dummy. I mean, She-Hulk is not by any stretch of imagination all brains. I mean, all brawn. She's 100% brains. So her human form, she's a lawyer. In her superhero form, she is literally another Hulk. We need to do a meme of the Anakin meme, where Anakin's like staring and Padme's just like, you are going to do this, right? Right? And he's just staring and not changing his mind. We need that with, we need to do one with She-Hulk where it's like, you're going to make her look beefier, right? You're going to make her look beefier, right? And he's just staring. That's what we need. We need that meme, guys. Yeah, it's weak as water, guys. To quote Mrs. Slocum from Are You Being Served? Weak as water. Weak as water. They're making all the females... There's a meme I'd shared because I found it. It was hilarious. It has, like, orc. It's like orc, demon, elf, Hulk, and all these beefy characters, and beneath it is all these women, but it's the same woman in a bikini 4 times, and all they did was change her skin tone. Orc, green. Elf, whatever color. Hulk, green. Demon, red. It's just literally they just photoshopped tinted her skin color a different color. And it's true. All of the women in movies have to have the exact same body type, even if they're supposed to be big, hulking, strong female characters. They cannot be. And it's funny because they just got through talking about how amazing it is that Natalie Portman got mega buff for Thor: Love and Thunder. And then 2 seconds later, they're making She-Hulk to be a skinny supermodel, or at least a slender supermodel. And it's like, can we not? Can we just learn our lesson with... hot on the heels. Literally hot on the heels of how everybody was going gaga over buff Natalie Portman. We get slimmed down She-Hulk. Because we can't learn our lessons, guys. We got to have the same. And that's what I'm saying about Studio Medley, man. They want us to have the same spoon-fed versions of characters. They want us to have Barbie dolls for every single body type, Even when she's a Hulk. That's what's so disgusting. Like, if you want to turn, like, say, Black Widow into a Barbie doll, I got it. You can say, oh, she's thin, she was a ballerina, whatever. If you want to turn, Gamora or, Nebula or any of those folks into a lightweight character, I got it. You're taking a Hulk, literally a Hulk, and making her into this thin green. She's just taller. She's tall, guys. That's how you know she's a Hulk. She's strong and she's tall. I'm waiting for them to say, how do we even know she's a Hulk? It says so in her logo. Again, the fan base is still hoping. It could be first run CGI. Maybe they just did a quick pass, gave her some muscles, called it, gave her a little bit of light muscles. But for the most part, we're not actually seeing the real version of her because the real version of her is going to take too long to animate, and they want to get the trailer out. All of that could be true. That could be 100% true. That's what we're hoping for, guys. We're absolutely hoping for this. Heck, my friend was beefier as She-Hulk than she was. And I'm not slamming the actress, because the actress is not going to be super bulky. She can't be, you know? I'm hoping this is just early stage CGI. There's still plenty of time for them to find a redemption arc for a bulky, muscular She-Hulk. And actually, Jen Bartel, who's a very fantastic cover artist for Marvel and DC, she actually made a... Do I still have access to it? Hold on, let me show you. There's a scene in the trailer where she... here we go. Where she's carrying somebody. So Jen Bartel made an amazing... And you can put your... So she made a She-Hulk, right? So you can literally put your OC... That's her. Now that's what She-Hulk's supposed to look like. I mean, kind of, really beefy arms, legs, everything. So you can actually, and she did it so that you can put your OC in her arms, and so that scene where she's carrying, her, whoever it is in the trailer, you can put your OC and have She-Hulk carry your OC. And she donated this. She just gave this to everybody. She's a cover artist, and she's like, you know what? Here's my gift to everybody. You could have bulky She-Hulk, muscular She-Hulk. Carry your OC. All you have to do is draw your OC in her arms, and you basically have She-Hulk from the trailer, but actual She-Hulk, like in the trailer, but with your OC. Jen Bartel out there doing God's work, She's out there doing God's work, giving us She-Hulk templates, and it's gorgeous artwork. Like, I look at it, I'm like, I get to zoom in on a Jen Bartel piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never seen one of her pieces up close. And I love the texture she gives it. Now, granted, some of this might be because she may have roughed it up for the final, but look how beautiful that is. It's a little grainy, but I think that's on purpose. That's at 100%. That's just beautiful. Lin-Manuel worked so hard to give Luis a buff. Girls no longer want those petite damsel in distress princesses. We want women we can identify with. Exactly. Exactly. They call it in the movie industry and the writing industry, they call it the CSI problem, which is a good problem, or the CSI effect. When they featured a woman investigator prominently on CSI, out of nowhere, women were coming out of nowhere to become crime scene investigators. And I didn't know this. You ready for this, guys? You ready to have your mind blown? Because my mind was completely blown. And I'm sure so was the producers of Baywatch. I was not aware of this. Baywatch's highest viewership, actually, I thought was males 18 to 40. I was mistaken. One of their highest viewerships. You ready for have your mind blown? Because mine was completely. Women, about 18 to 35. I was like, because the guys? No. Because characters like Pamela Anderson's character and some of the other female lifeguards in the show were shown to be equal to their male counterparts. They were not subservient. If they spoke, they were listened to. When they acted, they were acted upon. They had strong female characters that were treated equal to the men. Ironically, in a show that was objectifying women's bodies, they had some of the best representation in terms of equality in the workplace in the history of television. To the extent that they had the best viewership because women were like, well, at least on this show, they're respected and treated as equals among their male counterparts. I would never have known. Like, I looked it up, I'm like, yeah, the men. No, not at all. It wasn't the men drooling over the women, the admiring the female form. It was, in fact, the women who were like, it's about time we are equal to our male counterparts. Like, what in the actual heck, right? What the actual hecky? I had no clue. I would never have known. And it's amazing when you think about it. Like, how starved for content were, and I don't mean this in a bad way, I'm just saying this in a blunt way. How starved were for women for content in the early 90s that even a show that was probably meant to objectify the female body wound up being one of the best representation out there. Because actually, while they were being exploited for their bodies, they actually were being treated like equals in the meantime. Mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. And even the producers didn't understand. They're like, what is going on here? And they were like, you actually write female characters that actually have some challenges and actually have storylines that are as deep as their male counterparts. They're not just mere eye candy. They're actually given a chance to be beyond the eye candy that they probably were designed to be. Good example of this, guys. One of my favorite TV shows of all time. And this probably has to do with, a lot to do with the actress involved as well as the writer involved. They're both named Jerry, I believe. But I'm talking about Jerry Ryan, of course, on Deep Space Nine, Star Trek Voyager. She was probably cast to be the blonde bombshell. And I think it's Jerry Taylor and a lot of the writing staff was like, we're going to make her something cool and amazing. And instead of being the blonde bombshell on the show, she wound up being a deep and profound character with a lot of interesting storylines and a lot to say. My only gripe about 7 of 9 is that everything from season 4 onward was about 7 of 9. And again, hardly her fault, but you know, the writers just used her to death. But again, she was probably meant to be eye candy, and instead the writers like, we're gonna make something important and meaningful out of this, and they did. They completely did. And it's sad. And another thing, too, is, like, I didn't know this either. Same thing happened with Xena. Now, Xena wasn't meant to be eye candy, I don't think. But at the same time, Xena wound up being one of the best representations of, well, you know, women that were strong and held their own and didn't need a man to save them. And we still haven't learned that lesson. We still haven't learned that we want beyond the formula, you know? Not we as people. We as people know we want this. Hollywood executives still haven't figured it out, you know? But it's funny you should say that, you know? It's funny that you bring that up because it's true. In the words of Will Grace, it's funny because it's true. But yeah, they just... They want so desperately to stick to a formula, but the formula works, but it's boring as heck, and we're tired of it, you know? We can handle big buff girls. We'll be okay. We'll be alright. Egads! A buff woman, what will we ever do? Realize that that's what some women actually look like and go from there. Yeah, I don't know what... I think I was doing research about Baywatch because I think Matt brought it up in one of our discussions. And I also think it's because we watched Pam and Tommy. And so I learned a lot about that because I went from being like, I don't care about Baywatch, and I still don't. But I learned a lot about what made Pam Anderson tick on that show. And it was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, seeing what had happened behind the scenes and, you know, what she tried to do with the show. And, you know, it wasn't just a meal ticket for her. She was a model. She was just a beer model. She was a Labatt's Blue girl, I think, for Canada. And, you know, she's like, I can make this into something. I can make something important on my life with a career and actually do something beyond just being a model. And, you know, like a Playboy. She was a Playboy model, I think, at one point. And so she tried to get beyond that. And it's interesting to see. And like I said, Pam and Tommy really touched on it a lot. It's interesting because, you know, she wanted to be more than just, you know, Pamela Anderson Lee from Baywatch. How late are we? Wow, it's almost 10? Hokey smokes, Bullwinkle. I'm looking for the appropriate color for doing the lip seam. I need it a little bit darker than this. It's not quite what I wanted. I'm betting this is a grayer color than it looks. Wow, that's actually more taupey than I thought. Well, we'll use the E71. That should be a good enough color. Oh, thanks. I'm almost out of hydration. Well, I probably need to go get some more, but I think probably should be wrapping up stream soon. Although I was hoping to have a lot further more done with this than this, but you know, I can't. I'm not gonna keep streaming until I get more done. Although to be fair, Mew, I actually would take my cue from you. What do you think? Do you want to stay on? Do you want me to stay on a little bit longer? I'm not going to stay on longer. Like I'm not going to. Don't feel bad if you say I'm tired. I want to probably wrap this up. Don't feel bad because I'm getting tired myself, and I would probably be running on adrenaline. So, do you think I should stay on a little bit longer? Do you have enough steam to stay on a little bit longer with me, or do you think I should wrap up? If I do stay on a little bit longer, probably stay until like 10:30. But if you're getting tired, I think I'll wrap up because I don't want to. I've got lurkers, but I also don't want to stay up too late because I would like to do some fun things for the evening. And I'm not gonna, necessarily say, oh, I should do that now. No. But I would like to take a little bit of my cue from the community, and see where we go from there. Hi, Matt. Oh, Matt, I made it. Doggone it. So close. Had off the edge. I'm good with whatever. I think I'll stay until 10:30 then. I'm a little bit behind. Plus, Matt just got here, and I'd feel horrible if I just was like, hey, Matt. Bye, Matt. I'm getting offline. That would be really, really poopy. How are you, Matt? What you been up to, my dude? Gotcha. What you been up to, my dude? What is good? What is good? Miss seeing you, but I know you've been a busy guy. I was watching a streamer earlier playing 7 Days to Die, and I was like, yeah, my friend's really into this game, and I need to maybe dip my toe in the water sometime because I feel bad I'm not really playing with him on that. And she goes, oh, I love this game. I love it so much. I'm like, that's what I've been hearing a lot about it. It looked like a lot to learn, to be honest. It looked like one of those games like Don't Starve, which I love Don't Starve, don't take me the wrong way. It looked like one of those games that you have an immense learning curve, but once you're over it, it's like, oh yeah, it's second nature. But at the same time, when you're getting over the learning curve, it's like, oh gosh, this is so hard. But I'm not gonna lie, I felt a little called out watching your stream. I was like, oh yeah, I know, I've got to, look into this. Not good. I'm good. Just not much. Just taking care of Shanna. Yeah, how's she doing? How's she been? I forget the exact context, but I think we were talking about you guys the other day. And the exact context is obviously something awesome. It's a little bit too weird. I need the blender tool. Did you see the trailer for Thor? Depends on which trailer. Is it a new one? Because I saw one during Doctor Strange when I went to see Doctor Strange about a week and a half ago. But there might have been a new one. Because I know how they like to release new trailers to make everybody get all hyped up again. The one I saw was during Doctor Strange, so it might be the same one indeed. But again, that's not to say that they didn't do the same. You know, we release it from Doctor Strange's thing to this. Wouldn't surprise me a bit because, you know, not everyone probably saw it to see Doctor Strange in theaters. So they may have just put it on YouTube and called it a day. I almost said something naughty. I need C8, I think. So we need to get these eyes really dark here. The one I saw dropped today, so it might have been the same one. I don't know. It may have been a different one. I've been seeing a lot of buzz again. I'm like, I kind of doubt it's the same trailer if there seems to be brand new buzz on it. I'm like, probably not the same trailer. Seemed very doubtful they'd be buzzing about the same trailer. It's possible, but doubtful. Is it the one that ends with Natalie Portman besides Valkyrie? Like that, the trailer ends with you seeing them sitting next to each other. Because I've seen that one. But I feel like that one's the older generation one. Oh no! That one I have not seen! Are you going to do a Copic of the other Doctor Strange from the movie you just watched? Don't want to give it away. Spoilers, although I haven't seen it either. Yeah, the other Doctor Strange or the other Doctor Strange? No, it's good. No, I haven't yet. Basically because there's no good photo reference of other versions. This is probably a version from an earlier movie, actually, too. Which is all good. EO2, there it is. Which often happens because, for obvious reasons, some photos will be spoilers. So it's very likely that, you know, a lot of times I don't see versions of this until after they've already been, you know, despoilerized, as it were. Let's switch to a C6, I think, or C5, probably C6. Because I feel like this needs to be a lot darker through here. And then this here. I got myself twice from gray. Yay, Jason, yay! So I need to go to the E31, I think, and really beef up the shadows in there. Yep. But I had thought about doing other things. I hadn't thought about that, though. Although that is an excellent suggestion, Matt. It really is. It honestly and truly is. I just hadn't given it much thought. CW6. lot of thunder rumbles tonight. Here we go. I don't know. I feel like I need to rest on this a bit. Image, rotate 180 degrees and see if there's anything else I need to do. Because I feel like some of it's kind of washed out a bit. Hold on. Too far, too far. Photoshop, slow down. There we go. I have two E39s. I didn't even know. I was waiting for E57. I went for the wrong thing. Matt, you always have good suggestions, though. It's going to be a hot minute before I do anything else, though. Honestly, because this is going to be like my last piece I do for a minute. That's not for my comic. Because that is coming out sooner than anticipated. I made color darker than this. Fright Night Strange. You can't wait. Yes, can't wait for the comic. Put me down for copy. I don't know what's going to happen yet. I mean this in the best way possible. I don't know what's going to happen. My goal is to have it as a digital version first. And then rebooting for print. It's about 50% scripted. I want it to be 100% scripted by June 1. And Doctor Strange, wherever he's at, is going to have to be put on pause. Which is weird for me to say that, but it's true. But if I do make print versions, which I plan to if all goes well, let's pan back just a bit more and see what we can get. I gotta see what we're doing here. So I think I need to go ahead and go with the E3023 and bulk in this. And start really getting the values in there really darker than I originally thought, but that's okay. There, that's a little bit better. Yeah. Although I do want to catch some of. Yeah, smoothed out a bit. Yeah, that's good. And then what I want to do is I want to probably put. Oh yeah. I definitely want to put some along this edge here. Yeah, like that. And turn this off so I can see what I'm doing. And this is probably all going to be this color here. Just the highest points of things there. And then like a little bit there, texture-wise. And like I said, a little bit there. There, I think we're pretty good there tonight on that. I might start working on this real quick before I wrap it up. Yeah, exactly. I just don't know what I want to do yet. Like, because the big issue is, because the first issue is going to be a webcomic. And where I go from a webcomic, I don't know. But all I can do is start the path and worry about walking it later, you know? There's a difference between knowing the path and walking the path. Thank you, Morpheus. What you heard was for you to know, to help you. Thanks, Morpheus. Morpheus. That's rad, Jason. Oh, thank you. I'm about ready to wrap it up for the night, probably. I might do some more on the sleeves and stuff. But I'm glad I finally got most of Doctor Strange's face about done. I still feel like there's some areas that need to be a bit darker. I want to build up the values slowly, because once you go, if you go a little bit too far, it's not really easy to pull back if you push it too far. But there are some definite areas I can like, that needs to be darker, you know. When I zoom in on the image, it looks really too. Is it the top of my head? Okay, good. It's just the mouse. And also, I think pulling in the C7, which I put somewhere, W7, sorry, W7, and doing these like little hair things is really helping out a lot. You know, just doing those little hair things. And I always like, oh, my hair sucks. And everybody's like, oh, your hair looks so great when you draw hair. I'm like, really? So I think it looks like garbage. And everybody tells me, oh, it's so good looking. I'm like, how? How does it wind up looking better than I think it does? And everybody talks to me about, oh, your hair rendering is so amazing. I'm like, where? I really don't see it, you know? Pull in some C8. No, W8. We need W8. Where's W8? Just pull on some W9 too. Let's do some W9 instead. I'll see some cosplay videos on YouTube and other artist videos too that use this music. And I'm like, I know that song. I know it well. And I'm always like, I know that song. Always over here being a nerd. And should be 2 streaks like this. There we go. That's looking good. That's looking really good. I'm happy. I also need to get some dark browns, which is probably the 59. As I sit over here clairvoyantly rubbing my hands over it, I'm doing this like, where's the marker? Show me where the marker is. So what you're saying is next year you're going to cosplay as Doctor Strange at MegaCon. No, it's not at all what I said. I'm not saying I'm against the idea. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Doctor Strange is one of my favorite superheroes in the new Marvel universe. When I heard that Cumberbatch was cast as him, I'm like, that was the smartest choice you could have made, Marvel. Like, there was very few choices that were as smart as that. Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury is one of them. Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man was another one. And I wouldn't think this at first, but what's her name? I wasn't sure she'd make a good one. Black Widow. I love, what's her name? Scarlett Johansson. I love Scarlett Johansson. I just didn't think she'd make a good Black Widow. I wasn't sure she would. But Nick Fury as Samuel L. Jackson was perfect casting. Not that the other ones weren't, but it was very apparent from the first moments that Nick Fury was the right choice. I mean, Samuel was the best choice for Nick Fury. Just like as soon as I heard the casting for Benedict Cumberbatch was going to be, I'm like, yeah, that's right. Like, no, that was the perfect choice for Doctor Strange. I was actually more shocked that he took the role. I just didn't see him as a superhero actor. So to see him, I'm like, yeah, that was the right choice. Like, I knew it was the right choice. I just wasn't sure he'd go for it. So when he did go for it, I'm like, oh my gosh, we're going to get Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. Oh, yeah. Of course, my nerd heart was very happy. My nerd heart was very happy. There we go. I went Chief O'Brien mode for a moment. My nerd heart was very happy. Come on, you didn't like David Hasselhoff as Nick Fury? Where's my trash can? I need to mute myself while I puke my guts out. Sorry. Guys, this channel is meant for all ages. Please don't swear on my stream again. David Hasselhoff. 3 words for you. Yuck. I know that's only 1 word, but we're starting there first. First word is yuck. Second word is still yuck. Third word is, hey, respect the Hoff. Okay, so one of my favorite voice lines in Overwatch is Reinhardt, who's this gigantic German man. He's a huge German guy in German-made armor, or Swedish-made armor, I should say. And he's like, I don't know what it is with you kids and your newfangled music. Why don't you listen to the classics like Hasselhoff? And one of the other members of Overwatch, who's legitimately a musician, he says, I can't even take you seriously right now. Oh my God. The fact that he loves Hasselhoff and that other members of Overwatch are like, who are musicians, actually like, dude, no. It's hilarious. I love that. Like David Hasselhoff. I can't even take you seriously right now. And we're all over here like, yeah, me neither. Me neither, dude. We can't take him seriously either. We're going to do a little bit of the blue sleeve here. We're not going to do much because it's almost wrap-up time. I think it goes to there. I tell you what, after watching Ozark, I've always thought Laura Linney was a fantastic actress, but my gosh, in Ozark, she's terrifyingly good. You respond my text, though, and check your phone. I just sent you another one. I'm sorry. I don't really check my phone during streams. I don't. Oh, I did see the one. You sent me something funny, and I didn't respond to it. I was having a bad day, Matt. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I don't have time to respond to everything, Matt. God. Sorry to respond and give you the response you wanted. Oh, God. Although that eye chart of the Enterprises was hilarious. Where did we get this disgustingness? Okay, I want to know, where did that come from, guys? This is a cursed image. Where did this come from? I need to know where that came from. Because I'm going to puke. Is that awful Captain America movie, the live action one that came out? Before we were blessed with Chris Evans? Before we were blessed with, shall I say, America's butt? Nick Fury, Agent of... I know what it is, who he's supposed to be, but where did that come from? What diseased... It's a real movie. By himself, though? Because I know a lot of people are like, Nick Fury is supposed to be white guy. Nick Fury was a white guy. But that's because in the original version of Nick Fury, he was a World War II veteran. So when people argue that Nick Fury is not a black guy... They're basically saying Nick Fury should look about 40 when he's about 80, 90 years old, which makes no sense. So in order to make him make sense, when they rebooted him in the process to distinguish him from Golden Age, they made him a black dude, among other changes. They made him no longer a World War II veteran because then he'd have to be, like I said, 90 years old. And so many fans getting butthurt, and people are like, Samuel L. Jackson can't play him. And I'm like, you do understand that the version we're talking about is Ultimate Nick Fury, who is in fact a black guy with an eye patch. And I just laughed at the stupidity of the fan base getting all bent out of shape when we've had Ultimate Nick Fury for ages. Like forever. And it's just people being dumb. We weren't going to get the original Nick Fury because then he would have been compatriots with Captain America. And when the comics first came out, it made sense to have Nick Fury be compatriots with Captain America because he wasn't frozen in ice yet. Then they froze him in ice, and then all of a sudden it becomes a dumb idea to have Nick Fury be his fighting ally because now Nick Fury would have to be 80 years old. But people get these dumb ideas and they got to cling to them, and that's what it is. Stupid. As soon as they cast Samuel L., I'm like, yep, that's right. Because I knew the Ultimate storyline to know about his new, the new rebranded identity. I was like, yep, that's absolutely right. That's who he should be. Nick Fury could have been just a code name. Well, and that's the thing is, the problem is to make everything work as it should in a multiverse, you have to reboot all the time. Because otherwise these characters never age, and they never be able to explain how they don't age. So they just basically pretend like the Nick Fury that was in World War II never happened. Because again, how do you explain it? Classic example of that, guys, is Power Girl. Power Girl, my God, she's a DC character. And she's been rebooted so many times. Explanation. Power Girl was actually... Oh, God. That'll be my terror for later. Nick Fury. Let's try again. Power Girl was... I didn't know this. I did some research recently. B21 is what I need for the robes. B21 series. Okay. So I didn't know this because I know a lot of people said, why does Power Girl have a hole right in her chest? And why is she... why is she this and why is she that? And I didn't get it. Like, why is she Power Girl and not Power Woman? Why is she got a hole in her chest not a hole in her chest, but a hole in her chest costume? I watched a video on YouTube and it was very enlightening about where she came from. And the truth was, originally, she was Superman's cousin, and DC in the 60s was like, we need to have an empowering female superhero. How do we make her more feminist? And the writers were like, well, first of all, she wouldn't be called Supergirl, would she? Because Supergirl her identifier would be to identify her with Superman, and if she's a feminist icon, she wouldn't be choosing to name herself after a male character just because she's from the same planet as he is. And they were like, that makes sense. Okay, great. Now we rebrand her from Supergirl. So what should we call her? Well, what else is there besides Super? How about Power? Power Girl. Perfect. Now Supergirl becomes Power Girl. And that's why she's girl and not woman, because they made the change while she was still a teen. And the other change was, of course, they gave her costume, for want of a better term, a boob window. And so the argument was, like, why would you do that? Well, how do you redesign Supergirl's costume? And the guy that designed her costume said, well, first of all, we have to get rid of the Superman look. So no blue and red. She has to have her own colors. So he landed on white and red. White, red, and blue. So a variation. Dropping the yellow and making the white more prominent. Because Superman is just like what? Red, yellow, blue. Primary colors. And so he was like, yeah, Supergirl should have the same. But instead of having yellow, she should have white. And Power Girl should have white as the prominent color for her suit rather than the blue. And have the blue and the red as accents. And I've always wondered why does she have a boob window? Why does she have a giant window right there? And the artist who designed her character said it simply, and I never knew the reason, and this is why. He said, I wanted her not to have a logo. If she was going to be strong and powerful, she should be her identifying mark should be herself, her fists, her strength, not some logo strapped to her chest. So I designed her costume so that no one in the future could actually put a logo there. And that's probably the most logical thing I've ever heard in my entire life. But the thing is, she's been perverted since. Now she's become basically a superhero butt of the joke, because now instead of being this feminist character who decides to wear a costume that could not have a logo on the chest and was designed to be Superman's cousin grown up and designed to be her own thing, she was basically the Crisis on Infinite Earths really messed up her character, because now all of a sudden it's like, well, we can't have her be Superman's cousin because Supergirl died, so now she's from Atlantis. They literally were like, and now Power Girl's just an Atlantean that had her memory wiped, and she was made to believe she was actually from Krypton. She's actually Atlantean. And go. I will not shut up and sit down. You are not the boss of me, nor will you tell me what to do. But yeah, so apparently Supergirl is supposed to be, in her reboot, she's actually Atlantean, not Kryptonian. Because reasons. It's stupid. Like, did you ever see the Supergirl movie? The one with Helen Slater? No, but she did come to Greenville. I'm kind of sad that I haven't seen the movie or I've missed her. But again, yeah, Supergirl grown up is Power Girl. And they retconned it so bad. Like, they're like, oh, and now she's Atlantean because we don't want to explain why Superman's cousin from another realm is still alive. Because they want to keep Supergirl, but they also want to keep Power Girl. So, like, how do we explain them both? Okay, multiverse. She comes through the multiverse. Because that's supposedly what happened in the original incarnation, was that basically Power Girl came through to balance out the dimensions or something. And then they were like, but we can't explain two Supergirls, one being Power Girl, one being the other. Okay, well, now she's Atlantean. So they basically destroyed everything about her character that was actually truthful, which is that she's actually what do you call it? She's actually, she's no longer, like, she literally got her entire backstory removed because they couldn't explain why Superman had two cousins. Welcome to Multiverse of BS. Good night. Oh, Mew. Oh, I'm going to actually, I should quit out now. I'll quit out. Can you stay for the raid? Would you stay for a raid, Mew? I'm sorry. I didn't know you were so tired. I realized it was 28 and we can back out and call it a night because I'm just fiddling around now, just killing time till the time passed, and the time did pass. Sure. Let's find somebody to raid. I'll keep it quick and short and sweet. I'll turn off my monitor so I don't dox myself as I find the person. And it should be too quick. Thank you for the raids. Thank you, Jackie Lynn, and also what's... I said I was going to remember the name, and I can't remember the name. Poop. I'll find it. I'm so sorry. Who raided this? OT? Oh, those double raids after I left that one. Calvin Zahn, made you look Bob Ross Babe. Not Bob Ross Babe. Let's find somebody. Babe Ross is on. Mary's on. Mary's cute. Mary's fun. What's Mary working on, though? I think I'll rate her because I don't think I've ever rated her before. I'm going to look at it real quick, but I'm sorry. I'll try to keep it quick, but the problem is these dang commercials kick my butt when you want to raid somebody. You have to load it up 20 minutes in advance. While I'm doing that, let me go ahead and get my screen open so I can actually raid somebody. It's probably going to be Marakita Mari. She's pretty cool. She's actually the reason I'm actually entering the contest, because I wouldn't have known the contest was going on if she hadn't told me. She must be just starting. 11 viewers. Hey, I'm Mari and Draw Stuff. She's just getting started. We'll raid her because I just want to end. She's good people, but I want to raid anyway. She's been on for 28 minutes. She's a little spicy, but it'll be fun. All right, let's go raid her. Guys, I'll be back Wednesday. I'll be continuing Doctor Strange as normal. 8 o'clock as normal. I might do an earlier stream too. Just as a change of pace, a palate cleanser. We'll have to see. Still working that out. Love you guys. I will see you soon. Remember, June will be exclusively working on my comic. I need to get it done. I'm still scripting it. It's pretty soon to being done. I've got it about 30% done. 30% paneled out, probably, and about 50% written, because the rest of it is going to be just scripted out by panels. All right, sorry. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Love you. Thank you for all the lurkers. Thank you. Oh, poop. I forget who they were. Jackie, and also there was another person that was lurking me. Blightfall. It's like Nightfall, but Blightfall. Love you guys. See you soon.
Band to go around your neck. And then, Lord Jesus, that scared the crap out of me. Jason. Hi. I'm showing off the stuff I got in the mail. Welcome in everyone from Jason's raid. What is this? Dude, I'm showing off all of my I got packages. I got mail. Okay. We'll come back to this. Okay. We'll come back to this. I'll put these back here. Because I'm still gonna go into full depth of the rest of the stuff I got. How was your stream? What'd you work on? Welcome in, everyone. Welcome. I'm just having fun. Has anyone seen like Blue's Clues? And they go over the mail. It's mail time. Literally, it's mail time. It's mail time because I got a bunch of mail. Really, just a bunch of packages that I purchased for myself, but it's still mail. I didn't mean to make you stop. My stream is good. No, don't worry about it. I'll restart. Everyone knows here. I'm gonna restart anyways. I'm gonna go over everything anyways. I got more done on Doctor Strange. Hey, you know what to do. Show it off. Give me a link. I'm glad you had a good stream. Art tags, exactly. Welcome in, everyone. I'm working on this for today. Yeah. I got a bit done on Anubis or Drew or whatever today, so I'm pretty proud of that. But I got a lot more to do. Who knew suits were gonna be so hard to do, right? Clothing. Yeah. Working on this one today. This light, yeah. Yeah, I've got so many things to work on. My brain is